Hello, everybody. It's Oktoberfest with stories, and they want me to tell a fucking story, so I'm gonna fucking tell it. And today's story is brought to you by Michelangelo because there's a particular story that he likes so much, and it's called, what's the story called? Blueberries! The story is called Blueberries. So it all started when Leonardo and Michelangelo, two adventurous brothers that bought themselves a private jet. Who would have thought? Leo was the pilot and Mikey was the co-pilot. They were out drinking one night, and Mikey said, "Hey Leo, what do you say we fly out to the Bahamas and find some mamas?" Leo said, "I don't know about finding any mamas, but I sure want to go out there and have some time, a good time, a good fun." "I'm down for that," said Michelangelo. So they shook on it. They clapped their cups to it, and they said, "Salute, let's do it." And what had happened was they woke up the next morning and they got everything ready. Stop making that face. They got everything ready and they got on the plane.
Yeah.
They took off. And the plane went through some tribulations. Oh shit, what's going on? And then started raining out of nowhere. It got cloudy. Hail started falling. Everything. And then Leo saw a circle in between the clouds. And he saw the light in that circle. And he said, "The only light I see is through those clouds, Michelangelo. I gotta do it. We gotta see if we could get out of this storm." Mikey said, "No, don't do it. We can make it through the turbulation. Don't worry, we'll be able to get out." But it didn't happen. Leo didn't listen. He went through that circle that had light. Boom, 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 boom. And the plane landed in an island in the middle of nowhere, where they were greeted by a lot of tiny little blue men and women. It was like a island of little Smurfs, you know.
Yeah.
But these Smurfs were no Smurfs. They were wicked looking little things. And they took Mikey and Leo into a cave. And they started feeding them blueberries. Every day, Mikey and Leo started eating blueberries. And the captain and the king of the blueberry people said, "We got two newcomers and we cannot let them go. They could be a good asset to our family." Mikey overheard and said, "What do they mean by family?" "I don't know," said Leonardo. "But this is some strange thing going on around here. Did we land in space? Are these aliens? Did that portal take us to another dimension?
Yes, it did.
Or did it take us to another planet?" Who knew? But the plane was not in good shape. Mikey noticed that his arms were turning blue. And Leo noticed that his tummy was turning blue. But they thought it was just bruises from the fall of the plane. Little did they know dinner was coming. And guess what it was? More blueberries. So they ate them. The next morning they woke up and they were shrinking. They were smaller little things. Like they went from 6'6" to being buenos días. They went from 6'6" to being only 4 feet tall. Of course, they never seen anything like that before. They were concerned. And Mikey was so mad because he was in a basketball team and they were gonna play for the championship in a couple weeks. And Leo was mad because he was the all-star running back to his football team. But nevertheless, time kept going by in this island. They started joining into the festivities because they used to pray to the moon and sing to the rain, and they loved dark. They didn't like the light for some reason. And every time it was daytime, they'd put him in their cave, and every time it was nighttime, they'd bring him out to play. What's for dinner? Said Mikey. He was pretty hungry one night. Everybody said, blueberries, blueberries, blueberries. So they ate more blueberries. The next morning, Mikey was looking for Leo. He couldn't find him. Leo, where are you? Leo, Leo, where are you? And then Leo was like, I'm under the pillow. I got cold last night. How did you fit under the pillow? Leo was like 6 inches tall. The size of all the people in Blueberry Land. And then all of a sudden, Mikey knew he had to do something. Because he was a little stronger than Leo. He had more meat in his bones. So every night as the Smurfs slept, should I say, the Blueberry people, Mikey worked on the aircraft. He was a good mechanic. Every night he'd work on that airplane. He said, I'm going to get my brother out of this if it's the last thing I do. He worked every night. Months went by. Leo was already a blueberry man, and Mikey was still 2 feet tall, able to work on the airplane still. The airplane was ready. One morning, Mikey had a dream. He was throwing up a lot of blue lava out of his mouth and getting stronger because of it. He woke up. Oh my God, I just had a dream. Leo, I just had a dream. What was the dream? Said Leo. I could hardly see you anymore. Yeah.
Where are you going?
And we'll be back with part 2.